Hi friends, welcome. It's Peggy Noe from prettypapercards.com, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm here with my little Yorkshire Terrier Ellie, and she is in her Halloween costume, which is Minnie Mouse. So let me just check and make sure that we're live here. Okay, it says that we're live. This is a preview for next week, okay, next Thursday, but I wanted to give you guys a little preview. She'll be dressed up again on Wednesday when we come for our live on Wednesday, but we're kind of testing out the little ears. So I'm anxious to see what you guys think about the ears that she has on. Let me just confirm again. There we are. Okay, I see that we are live. Okay, that's good. So welcome. I'm so glad that you've joined us today. Thank you for popping on both on YouTube and Facebook. I'm glad that you're here. We love to have our visitors and especially our YouTube people. Facebook people come on almost automatically, but my YouTube people, I love to see my YouTube people. Tammy, hello, I see you there. Ellie is in her little outfit. I'm just gonna turn her a little bit so you can see more. So her outfit, hi Pam, her outfit, she has her little dress. This is her little Minnie Mouse dress. Isn't it super cute? I'm glad, I'm really happy this year that she's in something that's cute, because I think I mentioned that one year she was, I don't know, Darth Vader or something from Star Wars. It was my husband's idea, I think. Margaret, good to see you. So we celebrate Halloween over here on October 31st, Margaret. Do you guys have that over there? That's why Ellie is all dressed up. She's practicing with her little Halloween costume. Tina, good to see you. I think I might have her hair pulled, her facial hair pulled back a little too much. It looks a little tight. And she's very still. But it's good practice. I'm thinking we might take her to the neighbors, you know, on Thursday, on Halloween, and have her trick or treat. Karen, let's see who that is. I think it's Karen. Oh, Maria. Oh, yes. Hello, Maria. Good to see you. Yeah, she's just practicing. We just had to do a little trial run with the Minnie Mouse outfit. So what do you think, baby? You've fallen asleep? Is it cutting off your air passage, Ross? Isn't she so patient? I know, that's right. The incentive trip that I earned is next May is to Disney World. Yes, from Stampin' Up. Margaret, some do celebrate Halloween, but you don't. Okay, got it. Carol, good to see you. Yeah, it's pretty big over here in the U.S. And I think some years I think it's getting bigger than ever. And then other years, I think it's not as big. So, yeah. How's the weather where you guys are? It's lovely here. It's in the mid-80s. Just wonderful, nice. And Tracy, Christine, good to see you. Really nice weather here. You know, not too hot, which sometimes October can get. But usually by the 1st of November, it does cool down around here. So I know some of the rest of the country is having beautiful weather with lots of fall leaves and stuff. Yes, Dodgers v. Yankees, says Tammy. Yes. Hello, Renee. The World Series is on tonight. It's not our team from here in San Diego, but we're gonna be watching, aren't we, baby? Yeah. So we've got that going on tonight. Lots of fun things for the weekend. Lots of fun things. Oh, we had another ant infestation here. It was in my room. And you know what they were after is Ellie's dog treats. I keep them down here under a cupboard, and they were all after her dog treats. So we had to get rid of the ones I had in here. I know. And we had to do a little a little surgical situation here this morning to take care of the ants. Ugh, I can't stand ants. So I have been seeing some little stray ones. So I was thinking, in case we see a stray one crawl across today, we'll know what it is, and I will kill it promptly. I will smush it. Because we don't want any ants. Hello, Kay, good to see you. Thank you for sharing. So I got a very lovely birthday card from Marcia Fonte. I wanted to try to share all of my the lovely cards that I've received. Isn't that so pretty, Marcia? Thank you so much. I haven't seen your name come across, but you usually do watch the replay. So thank you, Marcia. So pretty. And I just really appreciate that. And I could just talk about the news while we're here. I've got my little basket with all the goodies in it. So all these special promotions, the October promotions, you know, will end on Halloween next Thursday. Renee, it was October 16th. I know, I think Tracy Christine has a birthday in October too. I know several. If I really like someone, they usually have a birthday in October. So probably all of you have birthday cards, have birthdays in October. I don't know. I have so many of my very dear friends have birthdays in October. Okay, so the Kids Collection promotion with up to 30% off, that lasts until next Thursday. Polly, yes, she's practicing for Halloween. Tracy, the 22nd. Yes, I was thinking. Yes, I was right. Okay. Kids Collection. Get what you can now. They're wonderful holiday gifts. Definitely snag some while you can, while they're at a discount. My host code is listed there up above for Facebook, down below for YouTube. And if you spend over $75 in my online store, I will send you a beautiful roll of our new basic beige ribbon. So definitely use my host code when you make your online order. Online exclusives, those of us who are demonstrators have been able to order this month this beautiful marbled elegance suite and many other wonderful things. We've played with a few of them here. And what I wanted to let you know is that if you are not a demonstrator, this is the perfect time to become one. The month of October is a very special promotion. I'm going to put her down. She wants to get down. Let me take her little ears off. Okay, baby. There you go. She's ready to get in her bed and take a little nap. So we have a really great promotion going on in October for if you'd like to get your starter kit. Hello from Pennsylvania. Carla, good to see you, Carla. Thank you for popping on. I'm talking about our starter kit special in the month of October. If you're not a demonstrator, it's a wonderful time to become one. You can order the online exclusives now, and as a part of your starter kit, you don't have to wait until November 5th when these come out. You guys, these are so gorgeous. And I just want to say again, when you're able to get these wonderful items, get them while you can, because so many things go out so fast. They are reordered, but then you have to wait a while. So if you're a demonstrator, you haven't gotten the marbled elegance, get it now. If you're not a demonstrator, get the starter kit and get it now while it's available, because I feel the minute it goes live on November 5th, it's probably going to be out. And there's gold twine, there's the beautiful designer series paper, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, and then what I want to show you is my Faith Creations class for October. I'm currently taking pre-orders. The pre-order opened on Wednesday, and it will close this Sunday at 6 o'clock p.m. And then I order everything. You pre-order, then I order it from Stampin' Up and create the packets for the kits. And this time, our wonderful Faith Creations class uses the Love and Strength stamp set, which is so beautiful. This is a stamp set. I have some, and I know you guys, many of you keep all of your stamp sets. I can't because I go through too many being a demonstrator, but I keep the special ones, and this one is so beautiful. I especially love the sentiment that says, "There is hope." I just love that. And then it has wonderful other sentiments for the inside. It has a heart, it has little dots. So I've designed 4 cards, and in the class, the online Faith Creations class, there's no real live online. I send you all the things with PDF tutorials. You make all the 6 cards, and then I also send you a video of tips and tricks and a short devotional video about the subject, which is hope during difficult times. And so here are the cards that I've designed for the class. That one uses that there is hope. This one is a fun fold that uses a verse that I printed out on hope. I print out different verses for you that go with the subject. Here's another one that I printed the verse that goes with the subject of hope. And you're going to get a package of the paper butterflies. You're going to get a package of Tinsel Gems 4-pack, and you're going to get a half a package of the Thoughtful Journeys Designer Series paper, which is gorgeous and goes so well with these type of cards. And here is really my favorite one, made of the new Basic Beige. So that is the class, and I would love to have you take it with us. If you'd like to pre-order, email me, Peggy at prettypapercards.com, or I now have the registration link on YouTube and on Facebook. So you just click that registration link, you can go right to it and register, and I get notice of your registration right away. So I do a Faith Creations class every month, a class to go, and a regular class to go. We already did that this month, and this is the Faith Creations. And then in November, it's going to be all Christmas, everything Christmas in November, because we're getting close. Oh, who got a new knee? Vicki Eakins, congratulations. Your hubby's driving. I'm glad he's driving if you're on drugs. Congratulations, Vicki. I hear that's just wonderful, that new knees work great. So I'm so happy for you. Good. 100 degrees. Oh, yes. Arizona. I remember. Okay, are you ready to start our card for today? It's a fun fold because it's a Friday fun fold. And we're starting our Christmas cards. And from now until Thanksgiving, we're going to do almost every card Christmas card. And so this is card number 1. I'll just show it to you briefly, and then I'm going to talk about it a little bit. Here it is. It's not too big of a fun fold as far as it's not super fancy. It's just a little extra panel card. But what I want to show you during the next month or so is, while we do Christmas cards, is some different things for Christmas that you might not have thought of, like different color combinations. And today we're using this color combination. It's Cherry Cobbler and Coastal Cabana. And this is a color combo that you may not have thought of, but it really is lovely. And I thought I might mention that our new color, Summer Splash, is very close to Coastal Cabana. Okay, so that would make a nice combo also, the Summer Splash with Cherry Cobbler. Everybody loves the Cherry Cobbler for the holidays because it's a deep, rich red, a deep blue red. So let me turn you down and we'll get started. There is a wild ant. I'm telling you, I've asked my husband to get the people out here, and I'm hoping that he will, because it's really kind of on my last insect nerve, especially when they get in my craft room. But they weren't after any of the crafts, they were only after the dog treats. Okay, so this is the card we're going to make today. Let me see if I can get a little bit more light on that. And it opens up like this. Isn't that just, I think it's just sweet. But we're also going to use here, let me just move something. We're going to use the Frosted Forest dies and masks. And if you don't have the Frosted Forest set, you're going to want to get it. Let me show it to you. Here are the Frosted Forest dies. And I have a little sample. This largest one cuts this. We're not using this today, but I thought I would show it to you because it's very pretty. And the Frosted Forest dies come, or maybe it's just the bundle altogether, comes with a bunch of masks. I think it's 6 masks, and we're going to use 3 of them today. You love this set, Renee. I do too. Oh, Cindy, I'm sorry you didn't get notice. And then here is the stamp set. We're actually not using the stamp set today because it actually doesn't really have a specific holiday. Oh, peppermint oil gets rid of ants and mice. Okay, Tina, I've got peppermint oil. Thank you so much. I will be trying that. So we're not using this today. We're going to use the Peaceful Season, which we've used before for sentiments. So we're going to use the Frosted Forest, and then we're also going to use this pretty designer series paper is Snowy Scenes. And it's the one with the little penguins. It's so cute, but I thought this went real pretty. And the colors in here are similar. They use Pool Party, which is also similar to Coastal Cabana. So Pool Party, Coastal Cabana, Summer Splash, they all will work. But I've used Coastal Cabana today, and then we're using this particular sheet from the Snowy Scenes. And in case you wanted to check that out, that is on page 32 and 33 of the mini catalog. The Frosted Forest is actually an online exclusive. And so you can only find this online, and it is so pretty. So let's just go ahead and get started. And if you want to take down the measurements, definitely do that. So, and this uses this beautiful, beautiful cherry cobbler and gold ribbon that I just love. And I checked, and it's out again. It keeps coming in and going out, but it's due back, I think, next week. So you'll want to grab some of that. Now, where are my goodies? Here's my envelope with all of our goodies. So we're going to start with a Coastal Cabana card base, and it's 7.5 by 5.5, and then we're going to score it at 4.25. I left the scoring for us to do together. So usually it would be 8.5 by 5.5. This is 7.5 by 5.5, and that allows for that little 1 inch, that nice little 1 inch edge right there, and that allows for the piece to overlap. Okay, so let's just go ahead and burnish that line with our bone folder, and now we're ready. So the first thing we're going to do is cut our designer series paper. And the first piece we need, where are my little measurements? 1 by 5.25. In fact, we need 2 pieces at 5.25. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut that first. Okay. And then, so we need a 1 inch piece to go on the edge, and we'll cut that. And then the next piece, let's get that right in there. Let me see, I'm going to do it the other way so I can hold it down. Okay. And the other piece is 3 inches by 5.25. So we'll put this at 3. All right. And now we're ready, and we can go ahead and glue these pieces down right away. The 3 inch piece goes right here, and the 1 inch piece right here. So we're going to put those down with multi-purpose liquid glue. And this really forms the basis of the base. That's what, I guess, why it's called the card base. Everything else we do is to decorate this. Okay. And we'll just put this one little piece. I like sending Christmas cards that are a little bit interactive, a little different than just a regular card. I think it's just kind of fun, since we're card makers, to show that we can make something fun. Deborah, good to see you from Massachusetts. The DSP started out, well, Cindy, it started out as 12 by 12, yeah. I had it cut down to 6 by 6 for paper shares, so I just had one of those pieces that I used, but they're all into that. The Snowy Scenes is 12 by 12. Okay, so now we're ready, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do that masking. So the piece that we're going to mask, let me see if I can grab the correct one is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, and I think that's this one right here. And here are our masks. So I'm going to put my paper trimmer down, and let me just confirm that I have this. Let me get my ruler. I want to make sure, because I have several white pieces that I'm using today, and I want to make sure to use the right white piece. Okay, 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. Yes, okay. I want to use the correct one. And so what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to go ahead and take some of this Post-it, I don't know, labeling and cover-up tape, okay, is what they call it. And I'm just sticking it down so that it doesn't move while I do the masking, okay? Just going to use 2 pieces. I'm just going to show you how to do masking. And we've got, have to get everything up out of the way. Okay, so we have, these are the masks that I'm going to use. In the set, the masks that come, it has these other trees. They're tree masks. And this is a different tree. Can you see how that one's different? So those are 3 different masks that use one on top of another for that shape of tree. But I wanted a tree that looked like a Christmas tree. So I'm using this small one here. And if we look carefully, there is a little triangle there, which I call a little, some people call it a carrot or a little niche, and it says A, B, and C. So you use them in that order, A, B, and C. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make the small tree, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to position my mask where I want it to be on the paper, and then I'm using a Sharpie on this stuff here, and this, I can get any marks up with alcohol. I think I can. Whew, I could if I was on my, maybe I'll use the pencil instead, because when I was doing this earlier, I was using my glass mat. Where is my pencil? Okay, let me look for my pencil. I have a pencil in here. No pencil. Oh, here it is. Okay, good, pencil. Good. Because I don't want to do something that won't come up off of here. So, okay. What I'm going to do is put a little, I'm going to mark that right there, so that every mask I put afterward, I can position it in that same place, okay? So here are the 3 colors that we're going to use. We're going to use Pretty in Pink, we're going to use Real Red, and we're going to use Cherry Cobbler. And then I have 3 blending brushes, 1 for each of the colors. So we're going to go through and do them in that order, okay? Here is Pretty in Pink. We're going to start with this one with our blending brush, and now I just hold this on the little arrow that I've marked, and I'm just going to color it. And these masks wipe off, the ink wipes off so well. I took them into the kitchen and ran them under water. It worked out great, and then I put a tiny bit of soap on, and everything came off just fine. Brand new, good as new. Okay, so that was mask number 1. And that is Pretty in Pink. And I was pressing a little bit hard. Now we're going to use Real Red. And I don't have these labeled, but well, let's see. This might be Real Red. I think I got this one out for Cherry Cobbler right there, so I'm going to save that for Cherry Cobbler. Okay, let's take the B mask, and we're going to put it right up on that little carrot pencil mark. And now we're ready to do our masking with Real Red. And we just go right over that, just like that. Let me get a little bit more color down in that area. And now we have the 2 colors, and it's looking pretty. It's looking really pretty. I love masks. I think masks are fun. Okay, now we're going to go with Cherry Cobbler. And let me get the C. This is the C mask, and I'm going to put it right on that little caret mark that I put. And get some ink on it. And now we'll just, that's a lot darker, isn't it? Wow, you can really tell the difference in the inks. Okay, and we're ready to see the debut. Whoa, isn't that beautiful? I love these masks. I really do. In fact, I was thinking after I made the sample that I might really like to just make a whole bunch of Christmas cards using this set because it's so nice. Okay, and there is our cute little Christmas tree. See how great that is with the different colors? Don't you love it? Yes, that's why I'm going to do this. Vicki, we need to start our Christmas cards, and that's why I want to give you guys a bunch of good ideas. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and cut a tree using the dies, and we're going to cut our tree out of, where's my little piece of paper? We're going to cut it out of Coastal Cabana. I don't know where I put all my stuff here. I got myself all confused, which is not difficult, let me tell you. Piece of Coastal Cabana. I'm not really seeing my piece of Coastal Cabana, so I thought I put everything in here. Okay, let me grab some Coastal Cabana. It's right up here. And you guys know that I keep all my little parts in these job ticket holders. I keep the extra pieces in here, and so it's real easy for me to just grab up there and get some extra paper. Okay, and the die we're going to use is the one inside here. Now if you use both of these together, this is what comes out, this little guy. But I wanted the inside because I wanted it to have more of a little skeleton type of look. So I'm not using the border die. I'm just going to use the inside die. And let me just trim off a bit here so it fits really well through my machine. Okay, I'm going to set this off to the side. And with this, I'm actually going to run it through back and forth several times because it does cut some very thin branches, and I want to make sure, I'm going to turn around like this because I'm right-handed. I want to make sure that it really grabs those little branches. So I'm going to go back and forth twice. Probably a little too much, but okay. Now let's see. See what I mean? See how it's so very delicate actually. And I just want to be careful with that, and I wanted to make sure it really cut well. And so I'm pressing it out very gently because I don't want to tear any. But I thought it was just so pretty, I mean, it's not really a skeleton, but I'm calling it a skeleton. It's really, I don't know, I just liked it. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Let me set these off to the side. Okay, and here is this little guy. Now I've got one little piece here that needs to come out. I'm going to poke that out with my Take Your Pick tool. And what we're going to do is set that over, kind of a little superimposed over the other tree. Isn't that just cute? I don't know, I just like it. I like the two colors together. And once we put it with everything else, it's just going to be really, really pretty. Okay, so I'm just using little dots, small dots. It doesn't need a lot, just enough to keep it tacked down. Okay, and I'm going to just, oops, there's that little tiny circle. Here we go. and it does in a way have a mind of its own. It curls easily. So I straightened it a bit. Isn't that pretty? Now, one thing I did, and I know you guys have told me other things, but I kind of like to do this. I put a little glue on a piece of paper, and then I come in and just put it just slightly up under there and just press, because I want that to stick down. I don't want it to pop up. And I could have done, there's all kinds of things, you know, I could have done the tape that we put behind and all kinds of things, but just want it to stick down just a little bit. Okay. So there's that piece. Isn't that just pretty? That makes a real nice beginning for our card. So this is going to go right in here now. I'm just losing all of my other things here. Whoa, sorry, boo-boo. I found everything. Here we go. Okay, and here is our cherry cobbler piece. And this piece, if you're writing down the measurements, is 3 by 4. And we're going to go ahead and put this right on here, because this piece was 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. Let's just tack that down. And you know, we're just going to press it right on that, giving it a beautiful cherry cobbler border. Isn't that nice? Very nice little border there. And this is why it's going to look so good. Doesn't that just contrast so beautifully right there? I just love that. So now what we're going to do, we could have, and on the other card I did put this beautiful ribbon underneath the white piece, but I think this time I'm going to go ahead and put it on top of the white piece. Do you know what I mean? Before I put it in between the two. And this time I'm going to go ahead and tie it around both, and I might even just do a knot here, just to be different. And because I know a lot of you don't like bows, don't want to tie bows, so I think we're just going to tie a knot here and see how that looks. And I think I'm going to put it off to the right, because we know that the tree that we masked was a little shorter than the die cut tree. Let's turn it a little bit like this. I'm going to try to tie a square knot. I was in Girl Scouts. I don't know about the rest of you, but not saying I remember any of it. Not sure this is going to come out. No, it didn't really come out like a square knot, did it? But we're going to leave it as a knot, because I think it's a nice contrast to having a bow. And I want you guys to see that you don't need to always do a bow. I do love bows, but you don't always need to make a bow. And a knot looks really nice. It could be too long there. We'll give him a little shorter tails. Okay. And then we're ready to go ahead and set this on with some Stampin' Dimensionals. I think I'm going to go back in and add a few little glue dots to hold that knot down. And one thing to remember now when we're putting this piece on is we do not want to put any dimensionals over here, because we don't want to adhere anything here. We want everything covered up. So what I'm going to do is just do this. Just 3 dimensionals, just like this, right on the back. And then we won't have any glue or adhesive or anything poking out. Okay. So now we're just going to center this I think it actually looks a little classier with just the knot, don't you? I rather like it. But I do think the little knot needs to be adhered a bit. So let's try a few little mini glue dots here. Just see how this looks. Let's put one right there. And we'll get another one. And put it right there. Let's see, maybe I might move that just a hair. Let's see. That's not too bad. I rather like it, don't you? Okay, now for the inside, we still have something to do for the inside because we need to put a piece of white in here. I don't know what that little thing is there. Okay, it's gone. So we're going to add our little piece of white, basic white cardstock, and this piece is 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. And we'll go ahead and I cut it so that I have a little separation here. And now we're ready for some stamping. We haven't done any stamping yet today. We got to do some stamping. Alrighty, so I have a piece to stamp for the inside of the card, and I have a 1/2 inch strip of basic white to stamp for the front of the card. So let me get out my Cherry Cobbler ink. And the sentiments that I'm using today are from the Peaceful Season stamp set. I am loving this stamp set so much. I just am constantly using these sentiments. I didn't really think that I would because I thought, oh, I've got lots of sentiments elsewhere. But I love this one right here, and that's what I'm going to use today. Joy and love to you. And then for the inside, I'm going to put, hoping this season is bright and beautiful. So let's do that. Here's the Joy and love. Let me get it right side up. And this is just a 1/2 inch strip. Okay. And then we have the inside sentiment, and I'm going to punch that out with a circle punch here in a second. Okay. Hoping this season is bright and beautiful. Oh, while I have this out, let me stamp my envelope. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put the Joy and Peace to you, or Joy and Love. I'm going to just put that right over here on the outside of the envelope. Joy and love to you. I've been doing that with several of the cards I've made, and I like that on the outside. I like it for the mailmen who see it, and I like it for the recipient too. Joy and love to you. Okay. Let's go ahead. This is a 1 3/4 inch punch, and I'm going to go ahead and punch this little sentiment out with a circle, in a circle, and I'm just going to glue it down just like that. Of course, we could put a dimensional, but I think to keep the card nice and flat for mailing, I'm going to just glue it. And generally, I don't really care that much about mailing because I hand a lot of my cards out, and because I like to make them layered and whatnot. But at Christmas time, that is one different time where I really do care about mailing. I want to make sure it's nice and flat, I want to make sure it gets to the recipients. Okay, and now we're going to add this right, I think in the center is where I added that other one. Where are my little scissors? Here we go. And we're just going to angle the edges. You could definitely use some type of die if you wanted to, but I'm going to use dimensionals and just angle the edges and raise this up. Remembering to put my dimensionals off to the left because I want my sentiment to hang off a little bit, off that little 1 inch that we cut off there. So we're just going to put that over like that. And there we go. There's our pretty card. Not too hard to make. and yet fun and different because it's not exactly like a normal card. It doesn't come all the way to the edge. It's a little different. It has some masking. It has a little die cutting. Isn't that cute? And I do really like these colors. I really like the Coastal Cabana and Cherry Cobbler. I hope you do too. And it's a good way to use up some cardstock. If you have a bunch of Coastal Cabana, it's a good way to use it for your holiday cards. Okay, let me bring you back up now. Let's see. Here we go. And didn't you like those masks? The Frosted Forest masks? I love them. I think I'm going to be doing, you might be seeing some more stuff with those Frosted Forest masks because they're really pretty. I mean, I haven't made a forest with them, but that would be fun to make a forest, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. Okay, so I'm actually sad to give away this prize. We're going to give away a prize from last week. I'm going to have to make more of these. This card we made last week, I love. You know, sometimes you just love, really, really love a card. I really, really love this card. I made two, and I already sent one to someone, and the second one I'm giving away right now. But I have more paper and everything. I think I'm going to make several more because I just am nuts about this card. I think it's just so cute. I like the opening. I like the fun fold of it. It's really good. So the winner of, Georgia's going to look at the color wheel. Okay. And the winner of this card from last week is Carolyn Hahn Link. Congratulations, Carolyn. You're getting one of my favorite cards. And I mentioned to you guys I'm going to do a big mailing this weekend. So all of you that are waiting for gifts, they should be going out probably Monday. So congratulations, Carolyn. Okay, and the prize for next week, I like to switch it up and sometimes give you guys some more fun things. So for next week, I'm giving you this Eyelet 3D embossing folder. This folder has been out so much on, they don't call it back order, it's just currently not currently available. And it's supposed to be back in a week or two, but every time it comes back, it goes out again. And I had an extra one. So if you want the Eyelet 3D embossing folder, put your name, put the word prize in YouTube or here on Facebook, and you'll be, I'll run all the names, assign them numbers, and run them through the random number generator. And one of you will win this embossing folder next Friday, which will be actually, wow, November 1st. Okay, so this is the prize for next week. If you want it, make sure to put the word prize. Carolyn, congratulations. I'll get this out to you. You guys have a wonderful weekend and maybe get started on some of those holiday cards. I've made a bunch, just doing lives and stuff with you. And I need to go gather them all together and see how many I have and how many I still need because I need to get started on my own too. So next week, it's going to be all about Christmas. We're going to make all kinds of Christmas cards for the next several weeks. Okay, you guys have a great